tin 2 compounds. That means it's a mononuclear one. In a crystal, however, it's in a dimeric structure. Okay, gas phase single molecular, whereas in the crystal structure it's a dimeric. As a dimer, it might be expected to resemble a tin substituted alkene. Okay, and ethane is formally a dimer of methylene. Yeah, but geometry of dimer is a peculiar. That means from the crystal structure, the geometry is peculiar. What they understand from the result, the bonds around each tin atoms are not coplanar. Okay, that means it's not a planar one. And the tin distance, okay, tin distance is 2.76 Armstrong, and the same as a normal tin single bond. And the solid is diamagnetic. These are the other data to support the isomership theory. It's hard to know how to represent the electronic structure of the dimer. It's unbent donor acceptor one. Tin interaction have been suggested to explain the structure observed. So என்ன சொல்றேன்னா, ஸோ நம்ம வந்து டைஃபினைல் டீன் பார்க்கறது கிறிஸ்டல் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் வந்து பாலிமெரிக்கா போகுது. அதே வந்து சைக்ளோபெண்டா டைன் அந்த ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் பார்க்கறது இட்ஸ் மோனோமெரிக். Whereas if you change the substituents like a CH3 with the hydrogen is replaced by SiMe3, so this structure is different. In the gas phase it's a monomeric, whereas in the crystal structure it's a dimeric, but bond angle and bond distance it's indicate it has a different structure. Okay, from the isomership is unusual. That means the value is 2.16 mm per second. That is the dividing line between the tin 2 and tin 4. Okay, so the isomership of this compound is 2.16, exactly on the dividing line between the tin 2 and tin 4. And so they have done the isomership for the matrix isolated compound. This indicates the normal derivative of tin 2. Okay, so the matrix logic in the compound, the isomership values indicate that the tin is in a +2 oxidation state. Okay, +2 oxidation state. The whatever you have seen, this is one example. It's based on delta R by R is positive one. Okay, so another example where delta R by R is negative, then here if you change the oxidation state, it's directly affected by the s electron density. So another example is the iron complex. Okay, that is the iron 57 isomer shift. Okay, this is a little bit harder than the previous one, which is used to characterize the oxidation state of iron. There are more states. For example, if you take iron, we can found in a 0 to 6 oxidation state. Okay, it can vary from 0 to 6, 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It can go up to maximum 6. Okay, and they may differ from the one another by 1 unit only. That is its change is a 1 electron. Okay, the electrons are taken from or returned to the orbitals, which are mainly d characters. Okay, that is, we are taking or we are removing electron or putting electron in a d orbital of iron. Okay, in this case, and so the effect on the s electron density at the nucleus is less direct than with the tin. So if you take a example as a tin, so it's directly affect the s electron density, whereas here it's affecting the changes in the d electron, so it's indirectly affect the s electron density at the nucleus. So the effect on the s electron density at the nucleus is less direct than with the tin. The spin state, which for given oxidation state depends upon the ligand. That example we have already seen. If you take a strong field ligand, the ion will be low spin. If you take a weak field ligand, the ion will be high spin. So this also affect the isomership. Okay, the spin state also affect the isomership. Some indication of the range of isomerships for various type of ion complexes is given in figure 7.4. So this one, okay, for example, iron 1. Maybe this is not very clear. Yeah. So first one is iron 1. It has a spin s equal to 1/2. Yeah, this one is a s equal to 3/2. Okay, iron 1, it's a s equal to 3/2. Again, this value is this is the value. Okay, so suppose if you have this one, the isomership will be 2. Again, if you have one unfurled electron, but spin is a 1/2. That is this is low spin, this is high spin. Then the isomership will be around the 3 or 4. Then if you have this one iron 2 and spin is equal to 2. Okay, so it has a range of values like 0.8 to 1.5. So it has various electronic configuration and various spin states, and it's different. Okay, so based on that, the isomership will be varying. Okay, so இது வந்து clear அல்ல. I will send a proper clear picture of this one. Okay, so the thing is, again, the electrons are taken from or returned to the orbital, which are mainly in d character, that is a d orbital. So the effect on the s electron density at the nucleus is less direct than with the tin. The spin so the spin state also affect the isomerism. So despite the fact that various ranges overlap, some useful results have been obtained. So என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா, இங்க வந்து எலக்ட்ரானிக் இந்த oxidation state also vary, spin state also vary, that means high spin low spin. So there is a overlap of isomership in the in various ion complexes. So again we can get some useful information. For example, if you take a porphyrin complexes of iron, okay, porphyrin na 4 பிரிவுகள் உள்ளது, okay, macrocycle ligand porphyrin complexes of iron, which are great biological importance, that is a ion complex of porphyrin, and their oxidation and reduction, okay, oxidation and reduction plays an essential part in the chemistry of life. So this is the biological oriented. So we are taking ion complex of porphyrin, which is a biological importance, and it shows the oxidation reduction, which is essential part in the chemistry of life. Okay, that's different. A lot is known about the porphyrins of iron 2 and iron 3. That means porphyrin we have ion complex, maybe iron 2 or iron 3, and it is possible to reduce iron 2 porphyrin, okay, iron 2 porphyrin, and to oxidize iron 3 porphyrin. Suppose if you reduce the iron 2 porphyrin, it may go to the iron 2 to iron 1, and if you oxidize iron 3 porphyrin, it can go to the iron 3 to iron 4. Okay, but nature of the product we have to analyze with the mass pair. The electrons can be taken from or added to the pi orbitals of ligand as well as metal ion. So the interesting thing is, we have porphyrin as well as iron. So if you add electron or remove the electron, it can go to pi orbital ligand, that is a porphyrin ligand, or as well as metal. So where it goes, we can measure from the mass pair spectroscopy. So again, the important thing is, we are taking the ion complex of porphyrin, so we can do the oxidation as well as reduction. So if you do the oxidation, you are removing electron. If you do the reduction, you are putting electron. So the added or removed electron can come from the ligand as well as metal. So there is a two possibility. So we can take an electron from ligand or metal, as well as we can put an electron to the ligand or as well as metal. So where it goes, that thing is we can measure by the mass pair spectroscopy. Okay, the mass pair spectroscopy can be used to help to define the oxidation state of the ion centers in that species. Okay, so in the iron oxidation state of ion can be get it from the mass pair spectroscopy. Remember that the important thing is, for iron 57, delta R by R is negative. Okay, for tin, delta R by R is positive, whereas for iron case, the delta R by R is negative. So increase in s electron density at the nucleus, okay, should be associated with the negative change in the isomership. So if you increase the s electron density, it leads to the negative change in the isomership. Okay, since the delta R by R is negative, so if you increase the s electron density, automatically it will decrease the isomership of iron. Okay, so there is the difference between the tin and iron. So anga on the delta R by R is positive, so if you increase the s electron density, it leads to the positive isomership, whereas in the tin case, delta R by R is negative, it associated with the negative isomership, where if you increase the s electron density at the iron nucleus. Okay, so now we can come to the our system. Let us take reduction first. Okay, so you take a tetraphenyl porphyrinate complex of iron 2. So iron 2 இருக்கு, the porphyrin complex, that is a FeTTP. Okay, which can be reduced under rigorous anaerobic condition by sodium naphthalate. என்ன பண்றோம், reduce பண்றது வந்து sodium naphthalate அது வந்து யூஸ் பண்றோம். Okay, in THF, it's giving the purple crystalline solid. It may be the structure, the compound formula may be NaTHF3 FeTPP. That means here we put a one electron to satisfy Na plus is sitting outside. Okay, the magnetic moment is close to the value expected for low spin iron 1. So நம்ம வந்து இப்போ ஒரு ரியாக்ஷன் பண்றோம், அதோட மாஸ் பேர் செக் பண்ணிட்டு இது வந்து எந்த காம்பவுண்ட் க்ளோஸா இருக்குன்னு செக் பண்ணுவோம். So that gives idea that the magnetic moment is close to the magnetic moment. அதாவது எல்லா ஸ்டடிஸுமே பண்ணுவாங்க. ஓகே,